after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain, and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Yellow, on the lane. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Go, Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it.
To throw again, Brady. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They'll swing this complete out to Hill, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the lane. Let's get it. Let's go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, a run from White. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Again, it's Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,